Here's your word for the day from Calvary in Lake Havasu. Visit us on the web at calvaryaz.com.
Hey Calvary, it's Pastor Ruben from the Parker campus, and here's your word for the day. Money, finances is always a tough subject to talk about. Yet Jesus spoke about money often because he knew that this was a huge struggle for his people, especially with giving their tithes and offerings. And it truly comes down to one word: trust. So let me ask you this. Are you trusting God today in the area of tithing and offerings? Because look what it says in Malachi chapter 3, starting at verse 8. Listen to this. It says, "Will a man rob God? Yet you are robbing me. But you say, how have we robbed you? In your tithes and contributions, you are cursed with a curse, for you are robbing me, the whole nation of you. Bring the full tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. And thereby put me to the test, says the Lord of hosts, if I will not open the windows of heaven for you and pour down for you a blessing until there is no more need." You know, the Bible also says that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, which means everything belongs to God. If you're a follower of Jesus Christ, that means you have placed your faith and trust in Jesus. Then our lives belong to God. Our families belong to God. Our resources belong to God. Our money belongs to God. It's his. And when we don't give back to God what already belongs to him, he considers that robbery. Now, I know none of us want to rob God, and none of us would think of doing that, but it comes down to really the lack of trust, trusting that God will provide everything that we need. Yet he tells us to test him in this area. Let me read it for you again in verse 10. It says this: "Bring the full tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house, and thereby put me to the test, says the Lord of hosts, if I will not open the windows of heaven for you and pour down for you a blessing until there is no more need." So again, let me ask you, are you trusting God? If you haven't been tithing, I want to encourage you, trust him in this area. He tells you, test him and see if he will not provide for you. Again, the tithe is only 10% of our income. Offerings is something or anything after that. This is where he tells us to test them. I hope you do. God bless you and have a wonderful day today.